Hello and welcome to this video on the top 10 money-saving tips for millennials. As a millennial myself, I understand that managing money can be a daunting task. With increasing student loan debts, rising housing costs, and a volatile job market, it can be challenging to save money and plan for the future. However, with some practical tips and a little bit of discipline, you can take control of your finances and achieve your financial goals. In this video, I'll be sharing the top 10 money-saving tips that have worked for me and can work for you too. Tip number 1: track your expenses. The first and most crucial step in saving money is to track your expenses. It's easy to overspend when you're not keeping track of where your money is going. Start by creating a budget and tracking all of your expenses, including bills, rent, groceries, entertainment, and any other expenses you have. You can use a budgeting app like Mint or YNAB to track your expenses easily. Once you have a clear understanding of your expenses, you can identify areas where you can cut back on spending and save more money. Tip number 2: make a budget and stick to it. Creating a budget is one thing, but sticking to it is another. Once you've tracked your expenses, you can create a budget that aligns with your financial goals. Make sure you're realistic about your budget and prioritize your essential expenses first. Budgeting apps can also help you stay on track by sending you alerts when you're nearing your spending limits. Remember, the key to sticking to your budget is to be consistent and disciplined. Tip number 3: cut back on unnecessary expenses. Now that you've tracked your expenses and created a budget, it's time to cut back on unnecessary expenses. Take a hard look at your spending habits and identify areas where you can cut back. This could be anything from eating out less often to canceling unused subscriptions. You'd be surprised at how much money you can save by making small changes to your spending habits. Tip number 4: cook at home more often. One of the most significant expenses for many millennials is eating out. While it's tempting to order takeout or dine out, it can be costly in the long run. Instead, try cooking at home more often. Not only is it cheaper, but it's also healthier. Meal planning and prepping can help you save time and money by avoiding last-minute trips to the grocery store or fast food restaurants. Tip number 5: negotiate bills and expenses. It's essential to negotiate bills and expenses to save money. This includes everything from rent to cable and internet bills. Before signing a lease or renewing a contract, do some research and see if you can negotiate a lower rate. You can also call your service providers and ask if there are any promotions or discounts available. Negotiating can be intimidating, but it's worth it to save some money. Tip number 6: start investing early. Investing early is one of the most effective ways to build wealth over time. While it can be tempting to put off investing until you have more money, the earlier you start, the more significant the impact. Even small contributions to a retirement account or an investment portfolio can add up over time. Consider setting up an automatic contribution plan to make investing a habit. Tip number 7: build an emergency fund. An emergency fund is crucial for unexpected expenses like medical bills, car repairs, or job loss. Having an emergency fund can provide a financial safety net and prevent you from falling into debt. Aim to save 3 to 6 months of living expenses in your emergency fund, and keep it in a separate account from your checking or savings account. Building an emergency fund takes time, but it's worth the effort. Tip number 8: use credit cards wisely. Credit cards can be a valuable tool for building credit and earning rewards, but they can also lead to debt if used improperly. Make sure to use credit cards wisely by paying off your balance in full each month, avoiding high interest rates and fees, and using rewards programs to your advantage. It's also essential to monitor your credit score and report any errors or fraudulent activity. Tip number 9: avoid lifestyle inflation. As you earn more money, it's easy to fall into the trap of lifestyle inflation, which means increasing your spending as your income increases. While it's tempting to upgrade your lifestyle, it can prevent you from achieving your financial goals. Instead, aim to keep your expenses low, even as your income increases. This can help you save more money, pay off debt, and invest for the future. Tip number 10: find ways to increase your income. Finally, finding ways to increase your income can help you achieve your financial goals faster. This could mean taking on a side hustle, freelancing, or starting a business. You can also negotiate a raise at your current job or look for higher-paying job opportunities. While it can be challenging to balance multiple sources of income, the extra money can help you save more, invest more, and achieve financial freedom. Conclusion. In conclusion, managing money as a millennial can be challenging, but it's not impossible. To take control of your finances and reach your financial goals, track expenses, make a budget. Cut back on unnecessary expenses, cook at home, negotiate bills, invest early, build an emergency fund, Use credit cards wisely, avoid lifestyle inflation, and increase your income. Remember, the key to success is consistency, discipline, and patience. Start implementing these tips today and see how much money you can save over time. Thank you for watching.